Set up. Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. We'll wait a few minutes for everyone to come in. Hope everyone is having a lovely, lovely Monday morning. Oh, you can't see me. There we go. Gotta figure out where my camera is. Good morning, everyone. Like I said, we'll give everyone a couple minutes to kind of come in. Got a little makeshift video set up here. I apologize for the stairs behind me. Gotta kind of figure it out here in New York. My name is Sensei Keith. I'm from New York. So welcome. Looks like we got one person in here. Hello, 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 hello. We're gonna wait a couple minutes, see if we get some more people on, but we got a fun class for you today. Fun little Facebook Live that you can do from your desk. You can do it from your bed. You can do it from your home desk. You can do it from your work desk. Wherever you want, we can do this workout together. We got 3 people. That's enough. That's enough for a class. Hello, hello. Feel free, if you're in here, drop a comment. I'd love to say hello. I like to take a few minutes before my Facebook Live starts to kind of say hello to everyone, get to know you guys. So say hello, please. I would love to get to know you, give you a little shout out. Love to hear from you, hear from where you are. I'm from New York. If you didn't hear and you weren't in here, we got 5 people in here now. My name is Sensei Keith. I'm from New York. So welcome. Let me know where you guys are from, where you're tuning in from. As we get this Facebook Live started. What do we got? What do we got? Oh no, the camera's turned around. Well, let me see if I can fix that. I don't know if I can fix it during the Facebook Live. Let me know. I might have to pop out of here and pop back in. I thought I'd be able to get away with the horizontal. Maybe not. Let's see. Yes? Awesome. Okay, great. Great. Hello! Oh, my mom's in here. I gotta make sure I'm on it. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sensei Keith. Who do we got here? From Cape Town, Gordons Bay. From Cape Town, all the way from Cape Town. That's what I love about the Hero Circle and the Kids Kicking Cancer community. There are gonna be people tuning in here from all over, so make sure you tune into the comment section below. You guys can see it. And we have someone, I'm from New York, and we have someone here from Cape Town. That's pretty amazing to me. So welcome. Again, my name is Sensei Keith. I'm from New York. I'm with the Hero Circle. And we're going to have a fun little Facebook Live today. Again, like I said before, maybe you didn't hear me. We can do this Facebook Live. You guys can do this from your office. You can do this from your home office. You can do this if you're lying in bed and you don't really want to get up yet. We can do it from anywhere. But before we begin, hello, Mother. Before we begin, we're going to do our Hero Circle bow, okay? So, what I need everyone to do is when I say stand at attention, we're all going to stand up with our hands together and our feet together, just like this. I want you guys to do this with me. Jerry Kirtley from Chattanooga, Tennessee, New York, Cape Town. I know my mother is in Boston, so we're coming from all over today, guys. Again, we're going to stand at attention just like this, and we're going to stay totally still. This is one of the biggest tests as a martial artist, and I think as a human in general, right, is our ability to just kind of stay still, calm down, not move for a second, and just breathe, right? So that's what we do here at the Hero Circle when we do our bow. You're going to stand totally at attention. So when I say stand at attention, your hands and your feet come together nice and sharp, okay? Let's try it. When I say stand at attention, we're all going to do it together. Ready? Stand at attention. Good. Don't move a muscle. Try and calm yourself, focus your body. Even if you're just sitting down, you're just still. Just listen to your breath. Allow yourself to be still for just a few moments, and we're going to do our bow together. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our right hand. I'm going to use my left in case the camera's mirrored, but we're going to use our right hand, and we're going to make a fist in front of our face, just like this, or in front of our chest rather, and we're going to say power. I know it's early in the morning, and I know we could just kind of get away. No one's watching us. We can get away with power, right? Power. That's not powerful. We got to be power. If we're going to say power, we got to be powerful. So when we make a fist in front of our chest, I want you to kind of maybe wake up the people next to you a little bit. I know I got a roommate sleeping upstairs. Maybe I'll wake him up. When we say power, we say it nice and loud. Ready? Power. There you go. Good. Now the next thing we do is we take our hand and we put it on top just like this, and we say peace. Now the reason for this is when we say power, it's so that we feel like powerful martial artists, because you are a powerful person, and it's important that you remind yourself. I think that's the most important part, right? Is that we remind ourselves that we're powerful, but at the same time, we are also powerful and we're peaceful. We are powerful enough that we can bring peace to our body and bring peace to other people when we need to. And that's one of the biggest things that we do here at the Hero Circle. So yes, while we're powerful people, we also must remember that we are peaceful as well. So we say peace. Good. The last thing we're going to say is we're going to bow and we say purpose. Because it is your purpose now that you are within the Hero Circle family, now that you are a part of our community, it is your purpose to take what you know, what you learn, and to teach the whole world. And that can be from the Hero Circle, right, what we learned today, or that can be from whatever. I think it's just a good mantra to have, that we take whatever we learn in life and we teach whoever, right? It's much better, not just that I know something, but it's much better if I can take what I know and share it to other people. I think that's also one of the biggest, the best things that we can do as humans, right, is to take what we know and say, no, it's not just for me. I'm not going to be selfish with this. I'm going to take it, I'm going to share it with everyone else. Just a good mantra to have. So just think about that. Think about what you can take today, whether it's from this, or maybe it's just something that you learned maybe on the internet, or something that you learned at work, and who could benefit from that? The other thing is we always talk about practice here at the Hero Circle. And in my opinion, one of the best forms of practice is being able to actually go and teach other people. You only really know something if you can teach someone else how to do it, right? So whatever you learn in life, if you want to practice how to do it, teach someone else. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do, we just did our bow, and then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a nice little light warm-up, a nice little stretch. Take this however you can. Do as much as you can. Do as little as you can. Good morning, Sensei Michelle. Do as much as you can. Do as little as you can. It doesn't matter, okay? Whether you're sitting down and you're trying to do it, whether you're standing up, it doesn't matter. But the word that I want you to think about today as we go through this warm-up and as we go into a little bit of exercise, I want you to think about the word perseverance. What does perseverance mean? Perseverance, to me, is being able to fight through something no matter how much we don't want to do it. So it's 9 a.m., some of us might not be able to be wanting to get up out of our chair or maybe out of our bed yet. That's totally okay, right? But maybe we persevere through that a little bit. Maybe we say, you know what, not today. Today I'm going to get up. Today I'm going to do a little bit of exercise and I'll see how I feel afterwards. That's perseverance. It's just taking that first step and saying, I'm not going to have the bad habit anymore. I'm not going to not wake up. I'm not going to just kind of lie and mosey in bed. I'm going to kind of get myself up and get started a little bit. So let's try it together. The first thing we're going to do, okay, let me see if I can angle my camera here a little bit without knocking everything over. The funds of a New York apartment. Let's see, there we go. I can lower you down a little bit. Perfect. You guys get a nice lovely glimpse of my face. Okay, first thing, take your hands, put them on your hips just like this. Let's see how fast we are. Put your hands on your shoulders. You got to move them fast. Put your hands on your head. Put your hands on your hips. Good. Make sure you're paying attention. Put your hands on your knees. Put your hands on your hips. Good. Now, all we're going to do this 10 times. We're just going to hop our feet in and out. Okay? I know you can't see them. Use my hands as motions. But hop your feet in and out. So we're going to go apart and then together. My hands are going to stay on my hips all at the same time. Ready? Let's start and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. I think we could do another 10 more. Ready? And let's do 10 more. 10 more. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to take our feet and we're going to move them forward and back. Forward and back. So one foot's going to go in the front. I'm trying to keep up with the comments as well. So you guys keep chatting away in the comment section. One forward and one back, and then we're just going to switch them. The other forward and the other back. So we're just going to switch and switch. Now notice I'm trying to keep my shoulders square the whole time. So I'm going to keep my hands on my hips. My shoulders are going to point forward, and I'm just going to switch my feet just like this 10 times. Let's do it together. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to go back to that first one, the open and the close. But as I open, watch, my feet are going to open and my hands are going to come up. When my feet close, my hands come back down by my side. So I open, my hands come up. I close, my hands come back down. Nice simple jumping jack. Ready? 10 times together. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, let's do 10 more. If it's too loud where you are, maybe there's someone sleeping underneath you or someone working that doesn't like it too much when you stomp on the ground, that's okay. Just bend your knees and do the arms, just like that. Okay, ready? 10 more good jumping jacks. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Stand at attention. We just moved a lot. Let's see if we can just stand totally still. We just moved a bunch. You probably feel your heart rate moving up. And I want you to notice how you feel right now. You might feel a little warm, might feel a little sweaty, but it feels good. It's not a bad feeling. It feels like, whoa, I'm getting up and I'm moving, right? Notice that feeling and come back to it whenever you are feeling like, oh, I don't really want to move today, or nah, I don't want to go for my run, or nah, I'm just feeling a little down today. I don't really want to do much. Remember how good this feels, right? It's important to remind ourselves how powerful we are. Look, it's 9 a.m. We just did 30 jumping jacks, 10 split jumps. We did 20 more front and backs. That's a lot at 9 in the morning. So remember how powerful you are even at 9 a.m. and come back to that when we might feel not as powerful throughout the day. The one thing that I wanted to talk about, remember we talked about that word perseverance, right? Oh wow, oh Sensei, awesome. So we have a couple senseis in here as well. Guys, remember, drop a hello. I am checking in on the comments and everything as you guys go. So hello. Remember, the word that we're talking about today is perseverance, right? What does perseverance mean? We talked about how perseverance is being able to fight through things that maybe we don't necessarily want to do, or things that might cause us pain, or cause us fear, or cause us anger or frustration. It's our ability to just zone in and kind of say, you know what, no, I'm going to block out whatever is next to me. I'm going to block out any of those distractions, and I'm just going to focus on what is ahead. One thing that we use in martial arts to help us kind of take in perseverance is what's called our horse stance, or our horseback riding stance. Okay, it doesn't sound too complicated, but you're going to try it with me today, and we're going to see how this goes. This stance, I'm going to warn you right now, this stance is pretty hard. Okay, it doesn't look too hard, but it is pretty hard, and it gets tiring really fast. So I want you to take that into account. If you get too tired, or if your legs get too weak, then stand yourself up. That's totally okay. But remember what the word is. Really check in with yourself. Do I really need to get up right now? Or is this something that I can keep kind of pushing through for a little bit longer, right? Ask yourself, check in with yourself, see how it goes. You are the only one that knows your body, right? So if you start to feel like it's too much, that's okay. You stand yourself back up. We're not in 90s karate anymore, right? You could stand yourself back up and you'll be okay, and we'll get back down into the stance. But I'll show you the stance really quick. Let me see if I can get this going. Oh, I might not be able to get it going a little bit lower. Well, we're gonna try it. Basically what I'm gonna do, ooh, can I stand up on the couch? I'm gonna stand up on my couch. I'm gonna be a bad mom, don't get mad at me, I'm standing on the couch. I'll stand up here. So, the horse stance, what it is going to be, you're going to have your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, just like this, okay? Your hands are going to make two fists. So I'm going to fold my fingers down once, I'm going to fold them down again, and I'm going to put my thumbs right on top, just like this. My hands are then going to turn up, and I'm going to put them on my ribs, just like this, okay? Now my knees, I don't look like I'm sitting on a horse yet. I need to bend my knees and sit in my horseback riding stance. Now, this is where things get a little painful. I don't want your knees to turn in, okay? Your knees should point out, just like this, about 45-degree angles out, okay? My hands are still on my ribs. If you can notice, my legs are already starting to wobble a little bit, okay? This is hard. Let's come back, stand at attention. So now that you've seen it, I'm gonna get off the couch so that I can, thank you, yes, I will wash my head. Now that I'm off the couch, I will do it from the floor, so I won't hit my head on these. But remember, feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to get a little low. Remember, if it starts to hurt too much, I can stand myself back up, give myself a little shake in the legs, and come back down, okay? But the word that we're talking about today is perseverance. So let's see if we can just kind of go, I can get through this. I can get through this. It's not too bad. It's only 30 seconly left. I only have a little bit longer. We can power through, right? That's what you are. You're a powerful martial artist that's power through. So I'm going to take my hands, fold them down once, fold them down again, put them on my ribs, and I'm going to drop my stance. Now you'll notice me standing up if you see my head start to bob like this. So you'll be able to see. My hands are on my ribs. Now I'm going to stay in my stance. That's the goal the whole time. I don't care how sloppy your punches are. I just want to see how good your stance is. So as I punch, I'm going to turn my hand in front of my face. Look, I'm looking at myself right in the camera. It's about right in front of my chin. That's a good height. Then when I say punch again, we're going to switch. I say punch again, we're going to switch. And we're going to switch. Just like that. But notice I'm not punching and standing myself up. I'm staying low the whole time. I'm persevering through the stance. We're going to do 15 punches. 15 punches just like this. Okay, my hands are on my ribs. Let's see who gets down there fast. Let's come back to attention. I know we're in our office. Let's loosen ourselves up a little bit. We're gonna pop down to that horse stance nice and fast. When I say go, we're gonna pop down, just like that. Scare your neighbors, whether it's your work neighbor or your school neighbor or whoever. Doesn't matter. Scare them a little bit. When I say horse stance, we're gonna pop down, nice into the nice stance. Ready? And horse stance, Good. When I say punch, we're gonna punch with one hand. Okay? Notice how I'm breathing when I punch too. I breathe out. I go ha. Right? So as I punch, I ha, and I let out my breath. When I say punch, you got to be faster and stronger than me. Stay in your stance. Ready? And punch. Ha. Good. And punch. Ha. And punch. Ha. Good. And punch. Ha. And punch. Ha. Good. 8 more. Ready? 1. Ha. 2. Ha. Stay low. Stay low. 3. Ha. 4. Ha. 5, ha, 6, ha, 7, ha, 8, ha, 9, ha, 10, ha. Oh, we did a little more. Come back to attention. Good. Shake out your legs a little bit. That was a test run. Not too bad, right? Let me know in the comments if that's too much for you, or if not, and we'll keep going. But good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Remember, that horse stance is hard, so don't get discouraged if it starts to shake or if things start feeling a little weird within the first 15 seconds. If you notice, I'm talking a lot, but I'm out of breath, right? So it's totally okay if you feel like your legs are shaking a little bit. Now, this is where the fun happens. We're going to stay in the stance. We're going to start doing 2 punches at a time. But on these punches, if you notice how I talked a little bit about that breathing, right? It's important that when we do any exercise, we're always breathing. We never want to be running and holding our breath. That would be really bad, right? It's the same thing in martial arts. When I punch, I have to breathe out through my mouth. That lets me use my whole body on my punch rather than just my arm, right? This looks kind of weak. That looks a little weak. But when I punch, I use my whole body if I use my breath. So the more breath and the louder that I am, although it's 9 a.m., we don't want to scare people too much, but the louder that I am, the stronger that my punch is going to be. Now, what we do with the hero circle, it's not just enough to just breathe out as we punch, right? We're punching through, we never punch other people, but we are punching through our darkness here at the hero circle. We're punching through things that cause us pain. We're punching through things that cause us sadness, cause us fear, cause us anger. So I want you to take a second right now, think about what it is today or maybe this past week, whatever's been bothering you. It could be something at home, it could be something at work, it could be maybe something your pet did, maybe something your parent did, maybe something your kid did. It doesn't matter, but think about, or something that you did, right? Think about something that bothered you, whether it made you angry, whether it made you a little afraid, a little nervous, a little sad. Think about that for a second and just kind of hone in. Wow, what bothered me this week? I'm going to give you a second to think about it. What bothered me this week? What set me off? What made me upset? What made me angry? Think about that and identify it. That's the biggest part, is that we identify and we say, oh, that's the thing. That's the thing that bothered me, right? It's right there. I got it. It's in my head. So think about that. And we're going to call that our darkness, right? So when we punch, we're going to do the same sort of punches. We're going to punch through that darkness. It's going to be sitting right in front of us. We're just going to imagine that it's there. Maybe it's this ball of energy, right? And we're going to give it some sort of gross color just to emphasize how bad it is. we're going to punch through that darkness. And by the time we're done with our punches, that darkness is just kind of dissipate and get less and less and less until all that is left right in the center is our light. And if your darkness is the bad stuff, the light is the good stuff, right? So when we punch, what we're going to be left with is the things that make us feel good. And how we're going to do that is when we're punching, before I punch, I'm going to breathe in what I call the light. I'm going to breathe in through my nose. And I'm going to think about whatever it is that gives me a sense of love or gives me a sense of warmth or happiness, right? I always tell the kids, the thing that I love to think about when I breathe in the light, I always, and my mom's gonna love this, and I hope she's still tuning in. The thing that I always think about is I always think about going back home. My family lives in Boston, and I live in New York, so I'm a bit far away from my family. I don't get to see them too often. But the thing that I love to think about as my light is being able to go home, sit at my table with my family, my mom, my dad, and my sister, just be around the table and have a home-cooked meal. That, for me, I don't think about actually sitting down and having the meal with my family, but I know what that makes me feel like. And what that makes me feel like is warm inside. It makes me feel safe. It makes me feel comforted. It makes me feel validated. It makes me feel happy. And that feeling, and we all know what it is, that feeling when we're around someone that just makes us feel good, or we're doing something that makes us feel good, it gives us this almost like a sense of someone's giving us a hug, right? And that feeling is what we want to think about as we breathe in. So find whatever it is for you when you breathe in. I'm reading the comments as I go. So find whatever that is for you, whatever makes you feel warm. It can be family, it can be friends, it can be a favorite place. Maybe we like to go to the beach with our friends or something like that. We love to play soccer, or we love to dance with our friends, or go to sports games with our father or mother, right? Find whatever that is for you. Identify it, just like we did the darkness. Say, oh, that's the light. That's what makes me feel really good. And when we breathe in before we punch, when we breathe in, all we're going to think about is that warm, happy, loving feeling that we get from whatever that is. We're going to breathe in that light, and when we're ready to punch, we're going to think about whatever it is that's bothering us in front of us and punch right through it. I bet if you think about those things, your punches, you're gonna punch it and you're gonna be like, whoa, that was my hand? I did that punch? It was that strong? That was me? That's what we want, right? The stronger that feeling is in your head, the stronger that punch is gonna be as you let it go. Okay, so let's try it. Let's stand at attention. Let's one more time. Let's just think about what our light is, what makes us feel good. Just identify it one more time. And then think about what your darkness is. What it is that's bothering us, causing us pain, sadness. Maybe it's even that horse dance that we just did, right? That might be causing us pain in the moment. Maybe we can punch through that. I know I used to when I was a kid. All right, when I say horse dance, we're going to drop down. Oh yeah, nice and strong. This is the last one of class. So make this one the strongest one that you got. Ready? And horse dance. Yeah! Awesome. Our hands are on our ribs. Our feet are nice and spread apart. Our knees are pointed out. We're bent down. I'm not bending my back. I bent my legs. Good. Let's just sit here for a second. When I say breathe, you're going to breathe in. Try and breathe in through your nose. Fill up your lungs as much as you can. And when I say punch, you let it go right in front of you. Imagine that darkness is sitting right in front of you now. It's right there. You're looking at it, give it a color. It's just this blob of energy that's sitting in front of you. Every time you punch, you're going to break it apart a little more. Good. Let's breathe in the light. And punch. Ha! Good. See, I even felt it. Breathe in the light. And punch. Ha! Breathe in the light. Fill up yourself with that happiness, that warm feeling, and let's let it out in the darkness. Blow out and punch. Ha! Good. Breathe in the light. Hold on to that love, that warmth, and punch. Ha! Good. 5 more good punches. Ready? When I say punch, you're going to do the full thing, the breath and the punch. If you're at work and you're worried about bothering someone, so you don't want to do the breath, that's fine. Or you don't want to do the sound, that's fine. But you can still breathe and punch. You don't have to be loud with it, right? We can still breathe and punch. Let's do 5 more good ones. Oh, I'm starting to raise up there. Remember to stay in our stance. Ready? Breathe in. And punch. Good. Breathe in. And punch. Good. Think about that light. Think about that warmth, that happiness. Breathe in. Fill yourself up with that warm feeling, and let's punch through the darkness. Ha! Good. 2 more good ones. Let's punch through as strong as you can. Breathe in the light. Fill yourself up a little more. And punch. Ha! The last one has got to be the strongest one that you got. Breathe in the light. Breathe in a little more. And a little more. Make this one the strongest one you got. Ready? And punch. Ha! Awesome. Bring your hands back to chamber. Sit in your stance just for a moment. Think about how good you feel. Good. Let's come to attention. Awesome. Awesome job. Before we go, we're going to do a little bit of a breath break. Okay, I hope you guys like those punches. I hope you guys feel a little bit better than maybe you did when you started class. And notice that. Wow, do I even feel just a little bit better? We don't have to feel amazing, right? We're not going to feel amazing all the time. That's wishful thinking. But if we feel, maybe before we felt a little groggy, and now we feel just a little less groggy, that's a plus, right? Or maybe before we felt a little annoyed, and now we feel a little more calm, that's a plus. Grab onto that because we feel a little bit better. And the more that we practice, right, the more that we practice these things, the more that gap is going to increase. Well, now I feel a little bit better. Today I feel a lot better. Wow. And that's how we grow. That's how we grow with anything, is we always practice. Before we go, we're going to do a little bit of a breath break. Okay? What this breath break is, it's very similar to the breathing that we just did in the punches. In fact, we probably should have done it a little bit before the punches, but that's okay. We can still do it. The breath break is using the same sort of technique to identify what is our light and what is our darkness. What it is that makes us feel good and what it is that makes us feel bad. And when we breathe in, we're going to stand here. We're just going to breathe in and raise our arms up. And we're going to breathe in through our belly and think about and breathe in that light. So we're going to breathe in the light for 3 seconds. We're going to hold it at the top and breathe in a little more. Hold for 3 seconds. Turn our hands over and blow out the darkness. And when we get all the way to the bottom, we're just going to blow out just the last little bit. Let our shoulders drop. So that was kind of a very, very quick explanation. We already did the punches and the breathing with the punches, but I'll go over it a little bit more clear, okay? When we breathe in, we're going to breathe in through the nose, okay? When we breathe out, we're going to breathe out through the mouth like we're breathing through a straw. So this makes it so that it's easy for us to breathe out slowly and kind of control our breath. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, when we do this, it's super important. It's okay. You're going to get distracted. You're going to start thinking about what's going on upstairs. You're going to start thinking about what you've got to do later. You're going to start thinking about all of these things, and your mind is just going to go. We're going to start, and you're going to be good with the breathing. But then within 1 or 2 breaths, your brain is just going to go, and that's okay. That's the whole point. The whole point is being able to identify when we get distracted. And when things that cause us pain or cause us fear or anxiety or stress, that's what we need to do, is we need to be able to identify it and say, oh, that's the thing that's causing me stress, right? It's okay, and it's actually good when we're doing this breathing for you to say, oh, that's making me stressed out. Oh, I'm getting stressed out about that thing that I have to do later, about cleaning up the kitchen, right? I'm getting really stressed about that. What you need to be able to do when we're doing this breathing is say, oh, that's my darkness right now. That's the thing that's bothering me. All it is being able to identify that distraction, because that's all these things are: pain, anger, sadness, fear. They're just distractions. Identify that darkness, that distraction, and say, I'm not going to listen to you right now. We don't have to. I'm not going to listen to the pain. I'm not going to listen to the sadness. I'm not going to listen to the fear, the anxiety, none of that. I'm not going to listen to you. I choose to listen to my light. I choose to listen to the things that make me happy, that make me feel warm, that make me feel loved. That's what I choose to listen to. So when we breathe out, as you breathe out this darkness, you're just going to be pushing that bad thought or that bad feeling a little further and a little further away, right? Almost like we're taking it out of our head and we're just throwing it. And we keep throwing it until it's so far away that we don't have to listen to it anymore. But here's the shtick. If we take something that's in our head that's bad and we get rid of it, but we don't fill up our head with anything else, what's going to happen when we're done with our breathing? Of course, that bad thought is just going to come right back, right? I might be doing the best breathing in the world, but if I don't fill myself up with something that can replace those bad thoughts, as soon as I'm done with my breathing and I look up at the kitchen and I see all those dishes, I'm going to go, oh no, I got to do those dishes. And it's just going to come right back. So what I need to be able to do is I need to say, I'm not going to listen to that bad thought. I'm going to fill up my head with some good thoughts. So remember when we did the punching, we breathed in, same exact thing. When we breathe in, really identify whatever it is that makes you happy, whatever it is that makes you feel loved, and picture that person or that thing or that feeling. Picture that and hone in on that, because that love is going to defeat that darkness. That light is going to blow that darkness away, but only with the help of the light. Okay, so I'm going to do it for you one time, and then we're all going to do about 6 or 7 breaths together. I'm going to stand with my feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to start by taking my hands. I'm just going to rub them together. This helps me feel my energy. My hands are going to get nice and warm. It helps me feel strong. It helps me feel powerful. It helps me feel like there is something there in between my hands. So I'm going to warm up nice and good. Get all that energy flowing, that chi flowing. Good. My hands are just going to go down to my waist. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm just going to relax for a second. Make sure my knees aren't totally straight. Allow my head to just droop a little bit. My shoulders to droop. Just let everything kind of go. Watch me on this one, and then we'll do it together. But just watch. I'm going to breathe in through my nose. For 1, 2, 3. I'm going to breathe in a little more. With my arms all the way up, filling myself up with that love and that light. For 3 seconds, then I turn my hands over and blow out the darkness. For 1, 2, 3, I let my shoulders go as I push out the last little bit of air. Good, I breathe in the light. Filling myself up nice and big. Breathe in a little more. Hold it at the top. Really hold on to those good thoughts and those good feelings, and whatever's bothering us, we're just going to push away. And push it out the last little bit. Just like that. All right, let's try it together. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining in this whole time. I hope that this little exercise at the end leaves you a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more prepared to take on your day. Much love to all of you. Let's try it together. My feet are spread apart. Good. Just kind of loosen up your body a little bit. You can do this sitting down too. So if you're at a desk and you don't want to stand up, that's totally okay. You can do this whole thing sitting down. In fact, I like it sometimes a lot more sitting down. So whatever's okay for you, whatever's good for you. My knees are a little bent. I'm going to take my hands. Let's just start by warming our hands up nice and slow. It gets a little faster as we go. Just thinking about what that light is. What is bringing us our energy right now? What's making us feel the warmth between our hands? What is that good feeling? Let's warm them up a little more. Get that warm energy going. Good. Just place them right at your waist. Close your eyes. Let your head fall just a little bit. Let your shoulders kind of sink. Allow everything to just relax. Good. Identify that light, whatever it is that makes us feel good, and we're going to start. Let's breathe in the light. For 1, 2, 3. Breathe in a little more at the top. Hold it at the top. And blow out the darkness. Small and steady through the mouth for 2, 3. Blow out the last little bit. Good. Breathe in the light. Now warmth, happiness, whatever brings us joy, breathe it all in. Soak it up and fill up yourself just a little more. Really think about that warm feeling and how good those people make us feel. Allow yourself to smile and blow out the darkness. I don't have to listen to those bad thoughts right now. I don't have to listen to you. Blow it out a little more. Good. You're going to go at your own pace now. We breathe in the light. Breathe in. Maybe it's mom and dad. Maybe it's our grandparents, our brothers and sisters. Breathe in a little more. Think about how good it is that they make you feel, how safe they make you feel, and let's blow out the pain, the sadness. And blow out that last little bit. Feel the coolness of the air as you breathe in. Breathe in a little more. And the warmth as you breathe out. And push out that last bit. Breathe in the light. Slow yourself down. Allow yourself to feel that good feeling, that warmth, that light. Allow yourself to feel it. Hold it there at the top. And blow out the darkness. Last one, make this one the best and biggest one you got. Let's breathe all that good stuff in. This is what I want to listen to. I want to listen to the good stuff today. I want to listen to things that bring me love and bring me happiness. Breathe it in just a little more. Hold on to it. Allow it to flow through your whole body, and let's blow out whatever is bothering us. Let's get rid of it. And push out that last bit. Good. Let your hands come back to your side. Open up your eyes, nice and gentle. Awesome. Awesome, awesome job, guys. Thank you so much. Yes, Bridget, power, peace, purpose, exactly. Thank you guys for tuning in. I had so much fun. I hope you guys have fun. I'll stick around for a few seconds, or a few minutes rather, just to kind of see the comments or if anyone has any questions or anything like that. But remember, power, peace, purpose. You're a powerful person. You're a peaceful person, and you can bring peace. Look at what you just did. You're able to calm yourself down, right? You can bring peace to yourself, and then you can bring peace to other people. That is your purpose. That's your job, right? Your job is to take what you learn. Maybe someone in your house, maybe someone in your family needs to be able to calm down a little bit, right? I think we all do, especially given the time and given what's going on in the world. We all need to be able to calm down. So take this today, and if you see someone in your house that, might be a little frustrated or might be a little sad or upset or in pain, and say, hey, I learned something today that it might help you out. We'll see. But why don't we try it together? It's just this breathing technique. And you know what? The best part about all this is I didn't learn this from a martial artist or from a sensei, rather. I learned this from kids in the hospital. Kids in the hospital taught me how to take my breathing and calm down. Kids that have all sorts of crazy, horrible illnesses, and they are able to calm themselves down. So think about that. Not a lot of us like to picture a kid that's in a hospital, but think about that situation and a kid being able to take this and calm themselves down in the face of the craziest thing that any of us could possibly imagine, and it's a child. And they're able to calm themselves down, and they're able to then teach other people, right? So you can take this and you can say, you know what? Like, I want to teach the world. That's our purpose. Our purpose is to teach everyone, to teach the world. Look at that child that's in the hospital. They were able to take what they knew, and they're teaching the world. And by me sharing this, I'm helping them spread that message. I'm helping them teach the world. I'm helping make that kid that's in the hospital, who I might not even have met before, I'm helping make that kid the biggest teacher in the world by sharing this and by spreading their message, right? Because they're the ones that originated. This is theirs. This is their technique, and you can take it and you can be the one that spreads it to everyone. So just think about that. If you see someone that's in your house, I know I'm rambling, but if you see someone that's in your house, that might not feel too great or might be having an off day, teach them what the Hero Circle kids taught me, and then what I taught you. Right? That's the greatest gift you can give them. That's the greatest gift you can give these kids too, is by showing them that, wow, I really am teaching the world. There are people that I don't even know who are taking what I taught Sensei Keith, or what I taught the senseis in Detroit or the senseis in South Africa and Cape Town. And I'm able to take that and they're teaching other people. Now, I really am teaching the world. So just think about that. All right? Guys, it was so much fun. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'll be monitoring the comment section. Or if you just want to say something, I'll make sure that I comment back. But let's do our bow one more time. This bow has got to be stronger than the first bow. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's got to be stronger. It's got to be more powerful. So let's try it together. Move my chair a little bit. Okay. Let's stand at attention. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. And let's bow together. Remember, we make a fist in front of our chest. We say power, peace, purpose. Thank you guys. It's been so much fun. And have a great rest of your day. Remember, breathe in the light and blow out the darkness.